5 seconds remaining. NaVi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everybody. Game 2 of NaVi versus OG. Game 1 was fun. We had a little interesting bump in the road when OG tried to dive NaVi. Good reason.
10 seconds
Again,
remaining.
Thompson blinking in with his real Arc Warden. Real questionable,
5 seconds
but it doesn't
remaining.
matter because OG was so good and they were so far ahead that they had a lead to throw in the first place. And still held on to like 10,000 net worth lead at all time. Now we go into game 2. Hopefully the laning phase is different.
I don't want to be a stickler for detail, but they actually down to 8.
Okay, excuse me. I apologize.
I don't want to be associated with like people being wrong. Like I hang around Kyle too often.
You don't want to pick up some of that.
NaVi's
Yeah.
turn to ban. Turn to ban.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just I'm trying to clear my schedule.
All right, well, just so you know, I lied. I don't know if it was 5 experience. As you can hear, OG and NaVi are certainly ready for the game, so let's get into the draft because I'm sure NaVi, well, they showed it. When they started making a little bit of a comeback, and also when the initial laning phase, when they got a few kills, they were down
5
to
seconds
spam
remaining.
Yes.
OG.
So that
both
ended
these
real
teams
quick. Let me
are-
just say,
Yeah,
once Thompson threw down the loser on Magical,
that was such a,
NaVi's
that was
turn
an
to
alpha
pick.
move right
that
there.
was
Kill you, throw down the loser sticker right on your side of the high ground. I did not like the Bloodseeker.
that either.
Yeah.
Part of it is that imagine if you're Sven with those items, or not with those items, like with that net worth,
10
you're
seconds
two-shotting fools.
remaining.
You're coming back into that game.
Yeah.
But Bloodseeker had so many,
5
and it still felt like it
seconds
did
remaining.
absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Part of it is that the Arc one got way too good. This time around, like, to not get soloed. I will stress,
OG's turn to
not
pick.
trying to flame or call anybody out, but like, that is a lane that should. I mean, Storm doesn't really lose lanes anymore. I'm like kind of sad to admit that, but like, I'm sad to admit it because I lose lanes. Pro games,
Yeah.
realistically speaking, really lose lanes with that hero that much.
It's all just because the movement speed change?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it feels great. So you can actually kill people now. Whereas
Yeah.
in the
5
past, it felt like
seconds
you were
remaining.
net negative to like.
They could always pressure you as much as they wanted,
Yes.
knowing that there was no recompense.
But now you
right?
can like get kills, and the heroes that used to be really good against them in laning phase are not so much a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like Quap. The last time we used Quap, right? What are the heroes that are good? Quap, Monkey King. That.
Mhm.
They're falling off the map. Like Quap, Monkey King, stuff. See those heroes anymore. All the heroes in lane. Everyone's a melee now.
Well, this was not the interesting support that I expected NaVi to pull out. I was kind of
What were
hoping
your
to see
notes,
the.
dude?
I was kind of hoping to see the techies.
Navi beat Windstrike Rio to qualify.
Literally just gonna read my notes out loud. This is for the whole event. I gotta, save some of these.
These are. There's like 2 lines per
OG's turn to
team.
pick.
Yeah. Well, okay, these are the qualifier teams. So the
Okay.
qualifier teams, it's like I only use what they qualify,
NaVi's
right?
okay.
Because I
turn
feel like their DPC season doesn't matter.
I mean, honestly, you did research.
So,
Could have. How am I gonna hate on?
but I was hoping to see the tanky. Just because I kind of want to fail that way again.
I see.
But
the Techies.
yeah, we have seen techies banned out against Team Secret in opening series of TI.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
But Tree is another popular pick for NaVi. They did quite well
5
with it in the
seconds
qualifiers.
remaining.
They have a 5-7 record with it.
What?
5 out of 7 games.
That was a really weird way to put
5
that.
and 7.
Why don't you just write 5
Good
and 2?
record.
Like,
Because I was gonna write the what? Oh, no. Because I like to be able to know the total number of games they played. Because it also links into how many times.
yeah, but if you say 5 and 2,
Yeah, of course.
Versus
if I
5 out of
say
7.
that, but writing it
NaVi's
down,
turn to
I want to know
But you just confuse yourself by...
OG's
Alright,
turn
whatever.
to ban.
I listen. I took the win
NaVi's turn to
percentages and I
ban.
was like, win percentages. That actually doesn't mean that much. I need to know.
OG's turn to ban.
It
I'm
seems
not
like
saying the system's perfect.
somehow our rain is back. Scriff's tilted out of his skull, by the way.
Dude, Scriff is so tilted. Because none of these none of these things are his fault. None of these things are really the production's fault either. We're just having some issues with the Steam server and being able to actually
10 seconds
get what you
remaining.
put in to stay.
You're trying to blame Valve right now, Dude, that's the last person. It
Wait,
was
no,
actually Scriff's
no.
fault, like for
Whoa, I didn't say Valve. I'm saying Steam Cloud has a hard time working in China. That's all I'm saying because of the firewall.
I'm 100%
It's just a
down to just spam.
circumstance
Like
of many
the thing
things.
is like somebody has to take the blame for this. We're throwing Scriff under the
All right,
bus.
it was Scriff. It's Scriff's fault. Why is the rain back, Scriff? Come on, dude.
Literally control the weather.
Ancient apparition to follow it up. Meanwhile, OG get to go for the 1-2 punch of Tiny. Nice and aggressive. It does damage. It gets kills. And Tiny seems like a damn good hero right now. He's one of the, I think there's probably at least 3 heroes that benefited from the Aghanim's Scepter upgrade. Everybody got an Aghanim Scepter. Tiny is one of the ones that was granted an Aghanim Scepter that is actually core to his build.
Yeah. Also, if we take a look at the standings, by the way, is that like spoiled?
OG's
not supposed to
turn
do that?
pick.
I'm sure we can.
Okay. I
There's
just
no
wanna
way
see the
people are just
standings.
watching
NaVi's
one stream.
turn
Okay,
to
guys,
ban.
here's the thing. If you were trying to only watch our stream, this is now the time to earmuff it for the next 2 minutes. We are
2
warning you. I feel like
minutes.
this is fair. I want to know what's going on in the other games. You can now earmuffs it.
Dude, they already earmuffs our cast. They probably have it muted.
Not me, dude. They selectively know how to listen to
They're-
just me.
All right, Beastmaster picked
10
up for
seconds
OG.
remaining.
I've heard conflicting reports on Beastmaster, but I have to say, I feel like this Hawk thing, man. The Hawk vision, especially a little bit of the change of how they redid the Hawk. I think it's just such a
OG's
unique
turn to
aspect to be able to have that vision advantage over the enemy team. Well, NaVi are going to go for a more traditional carry this time. This Sven. I dig it. I like it. Way more than
Dude,
the Bloodseeker,
Sven
that's for sure.
never feels bad. If the enemy team doesn't have a save, Sven feels amazing. Because you know somebody's gonna...
10 seconds remaining.
Think about that hero. It's like, feels good because you
NaVi's turn to
kill, you move on. Take Spectre, which is, I'd say, reasonable against the heroes pick so far. I do think maybe you can get outpaced, and potentially AA is a very good hero against you. If you have some sort of kill combo, like AA +1. That's why I really like AA as a 5. Because I think he hard
10
counters
seconds
most of
remaining.
the cores in Dota.
Aren't you setting yourself up to get really pressured in
5
lane?
seconds remaining.
Because you already have the tree,
and
and we haven't actually shown our offlaner yet for NaVi, so they could get like a really oppressive duo where Spectre is not going to feel great.
I think the reason for it is because if you have a hero like Beastmaster, you can already begin to play very aggressively around.
Okay.
And Spectre plus BM, I feel like wins you the Vision War. Hard too.
Yeah.
Not even like a little bit, but just so much.
Okay. This.
But yeah. And,
They're
now
going to pick
is-
their offlaner right because they already know what the safe lane carry against it. Or I guess they could pick their mid at this point because it doesn't matter too much. How do you decide what you're going to pick when it comes to the 4-5? Because they're basically interchangeable. There's just one ban that's going to... Is it the hero that's more unique and you don't have
OG's turn
an
to
alternate
ban.
to?
Legion Commander.
Well, even though like you don't get the last overall, it still puts pressure like on a scale
Okay.
for them to think about the hero.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not just the fact that like the thing about it is
Here's our mid pick. You now only have 50 seconds to think about
Yeah.
it, as opposed to like the 3 minutes over the cross of 2
what is
bans
it,
and picks.
22 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
10
if you're the
seconds
second
remaining.
hero, there's not a lot of time left. You've got like 40 seconds.
5 seconds
In a hypothetical
remaining.
world, when you have plenty of time to look at the, because you can't just one-on-one counter in Dota.
Okay.
you have to look at like overall how the heroes are each other as well, hero synergies, that.
NaVi's
So
turn to ban.
you know you're putting pressure and putting like time on the clock, and what you're trying to do is give your team, the enemy team, as many things to do as possible. Last pad.
Okay.
Essentially, what you're trying to tell OG to do is like solve everything. One moment, can't well.
What I like about this is that Legion Commander can match up well in a
10
one-on-one against
seconds
Beastmaster,
remaining.
so they have the potential to aggro a tri-lane into.
5 seconds
And that
remaining.
isn't that something that you always want to be.
Yes, of course it is.
They're gonna ban away the Kunkka.
I mean, Legion just feels good overall right now.
Yeah.
Like, Precious Lane, obviously, well against the Beastmaster.
I think the same thing happened with Axe and Legion Command, was that their timings got sped up because of the phase wheels changed.
Yes. I think phase, they have to change phase. The fact that like it's so good that everyone's getting it now,
Yeah.
sort of becoming.
Viper. There's I feel like your stabilizing hero, because you were a little bit greedy on both Legion and Sven, and you don't have playmaking support, so you needed something that was going to give you a really strong first 20 minutes of the game.
Remaining.
It has a break mechanic against the Spectre, which is always super welcome against
5
Spectre.
seconds remaining.
Gives you a much better chance to deal with her past the 30-minute mark.
You ready for the updates, by the way?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm ready.
so not too big of a surprise, but Secret, by the way, guys. Spoiler alert. Loud warning. That's enough of a warning, right,
Now
Screw?
select your heroes.
Secret have 2 out of lines, although game number was very close.
Yep.
Game 2 was kind of... Newbie crushed, like, I saw game 1, they crushed. PSG LGD dominated Chaos.
Okay.
27-minute game into 34-minute game.
Oof.
That
That's
was
a rough.
And Chaos picked
Ugh.
and then Keen TNC ended up going TNC 2-0.
Absolutely perfect.
And now in 53 and 60.
Keen should have won game 2, but they threw.
And now we have Beachy up 1 game against RNG. Kyle said that Beachy was getting bottom 4 and RNG was
10
going
seconds
entire thing.
remaining.
VP and IP is now 1-0 in favor of
seconds
VP.
remaining.
And EG Fnatic in quite an upset. Fnatic is up 1 game on EG. And for some whatever crazy reason, if you don't know that.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. And like you didn't watch game 1 and for some reason you don't see that giant dot filled in. OG have taken game 1 off of, again, I know this is like
You've ruined
upsetting.
the series for me now.
It's hard for you guys to care after
I
that.
don't know if I can cast this series
But let me
anymore.
tell you, that game was won by OG.
Oh, Flopson Thompson. He is in a classic last pick Zeus. I don't know if the Zeus is super good or just
don't-
okay.
I don't know.
Is
it a
it
good Zeus game?
like- Is Viper really hard?
I don't know about that.
Why don't you lose?
Kind of farms against everybody. I feel like the only unplayable matchup for Zeus is Storm. Because as soon as you get 6, you just kill him independently.
Doesn't Viper do the thing where he like cues you a few times, then he starts establishing himself farther and farther ahead?
What's up? Scriff, I don't understand your sign.
Yeah, we don't speak sign.
I did all the
Are you
stuff that
happy?
you asked me
I'm
to
happy.
do. Yeah.
Rock
Don't worry.
on!
All right, test
Yeah.
it right now, dude. See how competent I was. Yay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did it. Fixed it.
Prepare for battle.
Big Barbie no tail.
Spicy. He's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. OG gonna run all their heroes down to the bottom lane, looking for that early first blood. They have the combo. They spot anybody, it's a Ink Swell into toss, and that's a kill right there.
And the tree cut. I likes it.
Seb setting himself up for success because they might need to have a tri-lane.
Yes.
He might not have any assistance from Cherex. We'll have to see what OG
Unfortunately
does.
for him, though, tree's going to be top. Because Sven plus AA is a kill combo.
Yes, it is. How do you feel about Ancient Apparition? I've been pretty bullish on it lately.
Oh, I love it. I think that he's one of those interesting heroes. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's doing the balloon. He's doing the balloon method. You throw balloons up into the high ground and see if it bounces back to you.
Did they not nerf that? Should be able to just dig in front of your team.
Look out for falling
This
rock.
Seneko and Crystalline's going to try and go for it. Even split of the bounty runes. So,
Dude, when you touch it, it becomes yours?
what, the balloon?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Navi balloon morphed into an OG balloon.
So an aggro tri-lane into the Sven, Ancient Apparition. Seb makes it up to the top lane. Zai's going to try and slow him down, though. He's already in position to be able to catch Seb, put him down to 400 HP just to start the laning phase off. He's going to try and cut as many trees as he can with this Wild Axe, as Zai no longer has a way to be able to get to Seb, to be able to get the bonk. He will be able to at least get him Orb of Venom hits on his way back to the top.
And he's gonna get a clean too. Deforestation is honestly the #1 problem that the world faces right now.
No Tail can't be happy with Seb. I know he's a big fan of the environment. All right, he's just gonna give Blizzy like an early advantage, I guess, and we'll see how this dual lane works out against the aggro tri-lane. It's not even aggro tri-lane because Jarex is actually gonna sneak into the mid lane, places a ward, and he's ready for the toss. He's ready to throw magical. He has to wait until the creeps actually die, because I think they need the tower damage on this Viper, because there's no way they're bringing him from 100 to 0. But he rolls up, and Magical's just gonna run down river. He did already throw out his poison though, so Thompson should be able to get some free denies. So that's something. That's 3 denies, one of which was a range creep. And unless he can't reach.
You're not wrong. It is something. Quite literally.
Gotta look on the bright. Like Seb, he's gotta look at the fact that he's getting 2 melee creeps underneath his tower. He may not get a single creep for the next 5 minutes, but at least he got those 2.
The tree lays down the sentry. I don't think he cares about sentries, man. Nope.
There it is. First kill, they do manage to get the ink swells done onto the Ancient Apparition, but he quickly turns around, Chilling touches Anna, and Anna realizes he did not go for a counter kill on Seneko.
The boar almost immediately dies.
Oh yeah, I guess Tree is going to be really good at killing boar too. That's not good.
Well, the sentry helps out with the hawk as well as Jarex is. I mean, he's trying to do something on the map right now, but I think his problem is that there's nowhere he can really kill the present time.
You know, I kind of dig it though, just because he's getting Thompson a better lane.
Dude, he's level 1 right now. I don't dig it.
Yeah, but Thompson's 11 and 10 against a Viper who's 2 and 2.
Dude, I think the lane was kind of okay. Making it OP.
It really is. Jarex is gonna go for the toss. There he goes, right into the tower range. Doesn't actually get any tower damage, but they might still be able to kill him. Magical realizing this is gonna turn and fight underneath the Nether Toxin, knowing he could not have gotten far enough away. Now, Jarex, level 2.
Now I'm tilted.
You're tilted for Magical.
I'm putting my mind inside because he played Storm last game. Like, I fully support him. He will be the player that I mind
identify
meld with.
Okay. Yeah.
And let me just say, like, I'm mad. Jarex. Why?
Why can't I just have a 1v1 against a Zeus? Nice dagger from Anna, catching both.
The good news
Who's
is
gonna get the Dark Troll Summoner though? All right, nobody's gonna get the Dark Troll Summoner because now you're just gonna go for the kill onto No Tail. No Tail, knowing he's gonna die, throws the Inkswell onto Anna. Anna does manage to get the stun. Another dagger onto Crystallize. It's a lot of damage, and his Snako slows him down just enough with the chilling touch that the spend will be fine.
No, Noto got the last hit on it, dude.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He got the last hit on the Summoner?
For sure he did. I saw his color pop up, right?
Oh,
What
good
pink?
for him. Probably doesn't feel good about dying.
Old softy here. waiting for his turn.
He's talking about the soft support, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, the Legion Commander's 24 and 15. It's actually keeping pace with Thompson's heavy lead on the Zeus. Seb is 9 and 1, very similar score to the 7 and 3 of the Viper.
The thing about it though is like, as a Beastmaster, you kind of assume your game's gonna be garbage. But the best part about BM is that all of his items nowadays are so cheap.
Yeah.
You know, you go Vlad into Solar Crest, that costs nothing. Realistically, this hero just needs levels to be able to make plays.
You no longer need like Necro Book 3 to make plays around the map like you used to.
Usually like 2 items, and all of a sudden it gives you... Solar Crest, in its essence, I think is a very... Like, the item does everything for you.
Yes.
I don't want to say it's broken, but...
I'll say it.
You'll say it for us.
I'll say it. Magical does manage to get the kill on Jarex. Getting a bit of revenge. He's like, God, that wasn't even worth it for the experience aspect. I'm still a full level and some change behind Thompson, but if Thompson dies, it'll be all worth it for the mass TPs. Jarex gonna toss away the Viper, trying to save Thompson's life. Thompson, a good high ground hit, will manage to get it. Magical claims the kill. He'll die. It'll be a 2-for-1 trade-off. But I'm sure Magical is at least feeling himself a little bit more than he was before. He got some vengeance for his rough laning phase.
I mean, Thompson got saved and then he went back in to get the kill, so it's like no sympathy there.
Yeah. Thompson is level 6 though, off of that kill.
Jarex tossed him away.
Yeah, that was a sick toss from Jarex.
It was, but he in fact went for the kill. Thompson went for the big plays. This is I mean, this is just like stylistic OG, right? They're gonna Anna would do the same thing.
Phase boots up for the Sven.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lane gets a little bit harder for Anna now.
That's good stuff.
Jarex drawn on the map that he wants to head up to the top lane where the duel is just not gonna make it. Seb barely lived long enough to survive through the duel. Doesn't give away the bonus damage, but
Dire's top tower
Lizzie
is under
still able
attack.
to get the one-on-one kill.
Such a better laning phase though for Navi this game. And we talked about how both teams, you know, stylistically they feel very similar.
Yep.
In that both teams want to be able to snowball and just sort of like take over. This time around, we're seeing Navi off to that good start. And I think Blizzy has to be...
Lizzie's doing the greedy thing where he pulls the camp over to the east, camp farms that, but that just means the supports of OG had time to be able to set up on this kill. Gets the Primal Roar, inks while stunned, chaining it nicely. 3-man rotation gets the kill on the top CS leader, Navi.
And that's always been the thing about Beastmaster. Again, you hit 6, you can make plays, people can make plays around you, even though, yes, you have a lot of purge. Obviously, if you get Road in that position, nothing you can do.
Regeneration.
And strangely enough, like, they decided to rotate both supports here. Maybe they thought there was a chance that they could save on the Legion, but that was so unlikely.
Yeah. Smoke up from Jarex and No-Tail after they pop the Shrine, moving together to see if they can kill the Legion Commander again. They know that Legion benefits off a strong laning phase and starts snowballing off those dual kills. And while they weren't able to get a 1v1,
Does the Hawk see him? Yeah, it should, right?
Yeah, it'll see the Ancient Apparition for sure.
Okay, well now, in case you were wondering,
Seneko is very, very dead. And possibly, we might be able to get Blizzy as well. Seneco's going to be chased down. Toss Avalanche combo. Blizzy actually are already using the press the attack, and now doesn't have a way to protect himself as he gets silenced up with the Inkswell stun going down. Chain stun. Zayek's actually going to be able to come in. Crystallize here to save the day. It's going to swing and hit Jarex, trying to get the cleave damage. They do manage to get the duel onto Jarex. They'll win that one, but a beautiful toss at the last second from Jarex. Right as he was about to get dueled, saved the life of Seb's Beastmaster.
he recognized that sinking ship. He's like, get out of here, dude. What a self-sacrificial play. This man does it all. He leaves last hits for his teammates, his cores, and he'll even die to save them in those positions.
Is under attack.
Truly a
Dire's
selfless,
structures are fortified.
soft support. 6-5, no clear big lead.
Tops has got quite the build, let me just say.
Yeah, you like it?
4 Null Talismans.
He's a Skywrath mage now.
In it travels. I really don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this.
Get the reveal and the kill onto the Treant Protector. We haven't talked about this, but Treant Protector introduces just this very unique element that chip damage on towers isn't a thing anymore, right? You have to hard commit. We'll see how OG is able to work around that idea, as they are full committing to this tier 1 at bottom lane. It looks like NaVi is not going to rotate to try and defend.
The thing about it is, if you get all the tier 1s out of the way early on, you neuter a lot of the tree strengths. You make it really hard for him to participate in fights. He feels like Night Stalker in that regard. Tree actually just wants to slow down the pace of the game, be really annoying in lane, and then set up around the map. Like the hero feels very slow.
Trying to protect the ward, and they will manage to do it. Jerix tries to retreat, but is met by Sineko and Zayak. That is one of my favorite chat online, by the way. The where's your team?
Yeah. I like how you thought about saying it.
Yeah, I was like, I can't.
Radiant structures are fortified.
NaVi not going to slow down here. They're going to go for another smoke with Blizzy, seeing if they can get a duel somewhere here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Jerix tries real hard to pull the damage off the tower. They do manage to get the entrance. The smoke doesn't quite go their way, though. The immediate silence onto the... they're going to save him long enough to be able to get the duel. Looks like it. Bill goes out. That should be a win for Blizzy. Maybe they're going to be able to catch him as well. The Primal Roar actually going down right as he gets bonked on the head and rooted up. But they don't have any follow-up disables. Now the Spectre actually popping his ultimate to be able to help get the kill on a Magical. Will jump over to where Blizzy's at. It's away from the tree. Should just going to go to this bottom half of the map. They got to deal with mid lane. Mid lane's taking a lot of damage right now from the siege creep.
They want to be able to save this, but no levels of living armor anyways.
OG doing everything they can to be able to force this tower down right now. They should be able to do it.
Their word is if the tree does have a living armor,
The overgrowth only catching Jerix, who's already got the Avalanche out. And Blizzy does not have duel up just yet. He's going to be bonked again. The Inkswell's going to protect him, though, especially against a Zeus. Double lightning bolts is pretty scary to play aggressive into, so they back up. NaVi continue to lose more and more map control.
And he did commit for the travels. Pretty curious build. No Aether Lens, no force, just straight up travels into Blink. I think I sort of understand it. Like, you're playing around your mobility anyways on a hero like Zeus, and travels solves a lot of your mana problems.
Yep.
You're able to just like refill constantly.
Yes.
And it probably helps your position fights a ton.
When I was playing the 4-position Zeus,
This was your build? I'd slap you if this was your build.
I did not go this build, but I did try and get the Boots of Travel as soon as I could after the Aghanim Scepter.
I was gonna laugh.
Because it feels so good.
I was like, you played a 4 Zeus and you rushed travels? That is just messed up.
But it is multiple Null Talismans, maybe an Aether Lens, Aghanim Scepter into...
Can I just think, am I going crazy here? Is there any... I was thinking of some crazy mechanic in Dota last night when I was kind of tired. Would there be any... I don't even want to voice it. I'm stupid.
You can't leave this on a cliffhanger now.
Is there any strategic advantage to denying your own wards? Like if you could just from full, the enemy team spots it and you deny it yourself?
So you want to be able to deny wards from 100% HP. Looks like Thompson, he tries to go for the ultimate duel going up. Finally, it does go down. Magical's going to try and finish up that damage with another Toxin. Not enough to get the duel, but they will get the kill. But Jerix is already joined No Tail here in this river area, and they're going to try and catch at least one of these heroes. It's going to be Blizzy. He's going to be, oh, the blink away right before the avalanche. Runs through the tier 1 tower. OG fail to get the kill in. They did manage to get the Treant Protector at bottom lane, but honestly, that kill onto the Zeus is much larger.
Red like a broken time.
Perfect.
Man, if Thompson had just popped that, his ult,
Not in my nature.
Yes.
1 or 2 seconds earlier, he gets the read on where the smoke is coming his way, then he could have dodged that gank. But sadly, his spider senses were just a little bit too slow there.
But the thing about that gank, though, is I don't think it progresses the game as much as you would hope.
Yeah.
Because you're not able to take a tower behind it. And so Navi has to just reset and go back into farming.
And they always have to use the smoke for these ganks because the combination of the Hawks and the Thunder God's Wrath, like,
Yes.
you're going to know where Navi is all the time.
And the fact that you lost your mid-tier 1 tower without taking theirs. The
Yeah.
vision game is heavily slanted in OG's favor. Not to say that this game is over or anything. It's not even close to the same situation as last game was. Navi's in a much better spot. It just means you want to continue to pressure because you're against a Zeus Spectre, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to stop this level of aggression, but at the same time, you don't want to have to blow a smoke every single time to get that done.
9-9. Only a 500 gold lead for OG right now. Around 1,000 experience. So as you said, definitely a very different situation from last game where we were around this point where OG was just clearly dominating in net worth on top of the map control they had. This time around, Crystallize is still keeping a nice lead in net worth over everybody else. It's just picked up. And Echo Saber is going to go for an aggressive build. He's going to go Blink Dagger as his next item. So he is going to try and start some fights for Navi. Now the Thunder God's Wrath reveals some positioning. They had Zayak, who's trying to get behind Anna, but that Thunder God's Wrath gave him the heads up, and he got the dagger. And away he went. That just as easily could have been Zayak finding him with the Nature's Guise, and then they would just chain stun him from there. Unfortunately, the Spectral Dagger gets him away to safety. Still will take that tier 1 of the offlane tower. There's a heavy push coming in from Seb on the other side.
Seb did decide to go for the Necro 3, I think mainly because he is against
Zay's heading up forward. They do manage to get the duel. What a big one! Thompson! Way too close to the tier 2 tower, and a simple blink after a TP is able to find that kill. Now Crystallize going for no tail, trying to kill before the ink swell pops, and surely he does. They're going to keep that tower alive, see if they can grab anybody else, but it looks like Seb is probably too far away. They'll kill the zoo that he's put together, though. Necronomicon 2, you were talking about how his item builds are nice and easy to pick up with a lot of people going Vlad's into Solar Crest, but this is still an old school Seb Beastmaster. He's going straight to Necrobook 3.
Yeah, I think mainly because of the tree.
Yeah.
You're trying to solidify your vision advantage, and the fact is playing against trees is pretty annoying. You don't want to always have to just like continuously chop down trees or anything like that, and it's such an easy way to pressure into the Spectre too.
Zai quickly runs away from Magical, making sure that the two of them don't get caught. Magical may still be caught here because Jarix is just about to cut him off with an avalanche leading things off. There's a toss. Seb, is he close enough? He's trying to stay close enough, and Seb, he finally gets in toss range. Primal Roar to follow it up.
These guys are sick good at getting last hits.
Yes.
Even the Spectre, Ilu Haunt, was able to get the last hit on the prior kill.
Now the Blink Dagger is up on Thompson, so with his Boots of Travel build, he's going to be all over the map, and he'll have the mobility for team fights to back it up.
And that's the Blink Dagger picked up.
Crystallizes another smoke being blown, but sadly this time around it's only for the 5 position, and Seb still managed to take that tower, so that's not going to feel... Jarix, you had to know No Tail is dead. All right, well, that's 2 kills and a successful duel for Blizzy. That's not terrible.
Not at all.
They got to be out of smokes, though.
Yes.
Like, at this point, they've been going through so many smokes just to make any moves they can against this Hawk plus Thunder God's Wrath that they're just not going to have a whole lot to work with at 25-30 minutes.
I mean, in an ideal situation there, you're able to like get a kill deeper in, place a ward into the jungle, and pressure the Spectre, which is really what they want to do, is pressure the Spectre as much as possible. It always feels as though what OG's strategy is, especially in the draft, I think they want to checkmate teams into the late game.
It's going to be a really big cool... Anna He's going to get dueled up, and Magical's there with the Nether Toxin as well as a Rod of Atos to follow it up. Again, they don't need the dual kill on some of these big cores that they're getting between Thompson and Anna.
Oh, look at this. And the
Dire's
blink
middle tower is under attack.
Puts him away.
But I do think that they try to put teams under the gun by picking heroes like the Arc Warden or the Spectre, so that the enemy team feels like they have to make moves to like win the game. Whereas OG, even though they do that, if they get a lead in the laning phase, they're still willing to play really
Dire's
aggressive.
middle tower is
Just
under
because they have the late game doesn't mean they want to go late game, but it's always that like backup option.
Yeah. Dyke trying to get in position there for the overgrowth. He's going to be saved by his Legion Commander. Man, the overgrowth over the top. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast nails both of them. No tails may take out as Seb is definitely dead, and sure enough, he does tick. But Crystallize super low, and Thompson only needs one big swing. Anna, he's actually going to come back into the fight with the Haunt. Magical's quite low as well. Wanted to be able to stay around his Nether Toxin, but Thompson won't allow it. He'll just kite him around until the Lightning Bolt finishes him off.
They are going to find the majority of the cores there. The Legion does manage to barely get out of that position. And they're just... I mean, they were beating their heads to take this mid tower. They do eventually do so, so I'm sort of okay with that. I'm always alright with deaths that lead to towers.
Okay.
Personally. It looked like a much better situation than it was for the Sven to jump into.
Yeah.
But of course, there's going to be just so much, so many abilities at range that OG can fire off, and they don't have to hard commit to anything. They can sort of test the waters with a lot of these spells. They've got the bolts, they've got the ulti from the Zeus, they've got the Spectre Haunt. That's the other thing that Spectre plus Zeus is such a good combo at. Like, they scout for each other.
Thompson, whoa, a short blink away, a little short hop, and Blizzy,
He's fast, man.
he's so fast, actually.
You're not getting him.
This can't be good.
Magical thought maybe he can get him with the long-range Rod of Atos, but great reactions there from Thompson. He certainly didn't mean to do quite a short blink, but any kind of blink under that pressure was good enough. They will be able to find No Tail in mid lane, though. So he was trying to push that in with a stroke of fate. Spotted, killed. 18 to 14, that net worth advantage. Hopping around between the two teams. But there is now the Radiant Spectre. So she has been outclassed against the Sven when it comes to farming speed. That's pretty natural, but now that she's got the Radiance, it's looking a bit easier for her.
She's not as far behind as I think she should be.
Yes.
I think this is relatively, this is like well within the margin there.
Spats him, and immediately Thompson with Jarex both jump forward. They'll be able to kill that Dream Protector nice and easy.
I think normally, because Sven has such a good flash farm mechanic, he's normally up like 4K.
Yeah. Why do you think that Anna has been managed to like keep it pretty close?
I think he's just been a part of a lot of fights.
Yeah.
That helps quite a bit.
He is 2-1-5.
High value priority targets, plus this Sven dying in that position where Anna was the direct recipient of that as mid lane.
Magical. It's going to be Primal Lord here. The TP's coming in for the Ancient Apparition. Magical just not tanky enough. He will end up dying. Blizzy spotted by the Thunderbolt as well. Not going to be able to blink right away. Shouldn't be any danger, but there's certainly nothing that NaVi can do but run. Crystallize. Blink for blink. Jarex manages to dodge that stun.
Oh, that was neat.
Thompson will be able to get the vision with the Thunderbolt, meaning Crystallize cannot get away from this, no matter how fast he is. This combination of a global map movement and superior vision makes this Blink Dagger look super sick. I like this build a lot from Thompson.
The move speed into the Blink Dagger. It makes sense because normally on Zeus you want some sort of like defensive item potentially.
Yep.
But your defense is the fact that your team's able to play this kind of offense.
Yeah.
The sort of blitzing style where you're able to just like consistently apply pressure through vision alone.
Yeah.
And that's why vision is the most important aspect of Dota.
Radiant are scanning.
I wish there was like more warding guides and stuff too for like newer players to understand like vision makes it so easy for your team to play around. If you can see them and they can't see you, maybe at like the lower brackets it doesn't matter as much because I don't know if they're utilizing vision, but at least like from what I've seen in like 3K and up or whatever, vision is all that matters.
Radiant's middle tower.
And it's so hard to understand that until you play in like 50 games in a row where you just get out-visioned. You never know what the enemy team is doing. You feel like you're always under pressure. Wherever you walk, it feels unsafe.
That's funny. NaVi were the ones who took the first step in this game to try and secure the vision advantage with this Train Protector pick, but OG came right back with this Beastmaster, and it is looking like a
not just the superior
pickup.
Beastmaster Zeus Spectre.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There is Zeus. He's been quite the answer to the tree too. He's been spotted so many times with those Thunderbolts, Thunder God's Wrath. When you already have so much vision from the Hawk, it becomes so obvious when the enemy team is making some sort of smoke move.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That he's like, he always is able to find good Thunder God Wrath timing. Whereas normal games, it's like, you have to, like, there's usually not enough information for you to deduce.
You're just guessing.
Yeah, you're just kind of guessing. You're just doing a little bit of feel. But this is super easy. Magical, making the arrows, saying they're trying to rotate through right now into our triangle, and Jarex was trying to get some sort of positioning going there. Crystallized, blinking very far forward. Into No Tail he goes, and quickly chops him in twain. That will be one pickoff at least, but Crystallized not able to get away very quickly, and Thompson using his advantage, his long cast range advantage, to put Crystallized under a bit of pressure there. But OG no better than to try and go for that.
What? I could easily see. No, he's thinking about it. Jarex, don't do this. Like, you're gonna try to burst him, but he'll get PKB off and kill you.
Yeah, that is a 1600 HP spend that is rapidly regenerating from this living armor. Speaking of which, what's he going for next? We got his Blink Dagger, BKB, and now he's gonna go for the Bloodthorn bit.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I like a lot against these Spectres. Nice gut from Jarex. Courier. Courier have anything on it?
Regeneration.
From OG, as they are going to have Seth leading the way. Thunder God's Wrath finds his opening, blink forward, eagerly tries to stun up. Crystallized is going to be saved by Blizzy though. Press the attack, taking him away from that stun, so they're just going to have to leave their Ancient Apparition behind.
That was a lot of ultis though.
Yes.
If you're NaVi, you're looking to engage off of this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But OG, they don't feel too terrible because now they've got another card up their sleeve that is going to be the Nimbus available for Thompson.
Still think they should run out. I think
they're going to try and go for the fast duel onto Anna, but a double Eula, that's going to slow things down incredibly. Crystallized, throws out the stun, activates the BKB, trying to finish off the Spectre, and does manage to get him. But many of the NaVi members are quite low, as you can see Blizzy as well as Magical is just stuck as Thompson keeps on beating him down, but Crystallized chased away Thompson. He's able to get him, and look at Magical just healing up now. Jarex is unable to finish him up with his combo, and you called it. You said NaVi is going to look for the fight.
They
OG.
are 100% always going to fight you in that position. You use so many ultis.
Yeah.
And that's OG. They did it in the previous game too, where they feel like they've got the advantage because of pure net worth. But spells mean so much in Dota.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
All you killed was an Ancient Apparition. It was not going to take that long for NaVi to heal and get back to that tier 2
His
tower.
buyback's like 200 gold.
Yeah.
And he just like completely team wiped for his team. In that position, maybe if you have at least like one spell up, as we see.
That double Eul's was sick, but
it was.
Crystallized had a lot of damage to throw in. The Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast, all I needed to do was clip.
I mean, let's be real, this was the ideal looking fight for them.
They're going to go back in, actually diving past the tier 2 to be able to kill No Tail. Make sure that he can't stroke of fate the upcoming creep wave and slow down these bushes.
Yeah, this is the kind of aggression that we were hoping to see from NaVi. It's there, they went for that play, they read the situation.
And I think once you have this kind of strategy set up by OG, once you lose the map control, it starts feeling really bad. Because now Thompson's not going to play with the same kind of impunity he was doing before, where they had the better map control and they had the Hawks out, the Thunder God's Wrath timings.
That is such a rough way to lose that fight, because all they had to do at that point was just back and reset after they killed the AA.
Lizzie.
And I think it's fine.
Almost getting the
Volt.
duel, but Thompson just picture perfect timing on that lightning bolt. And look at him blinking over into the high ground. They're going to be able to get Primal Roar. Blizzy, low. There's going to be mech as well as the overgrowth, but Blizzy's going to be left behind as Thompson. Beautiful positioning there. Just read that very nicely.
I will say his reaction time is incredible.
Yeah.
That was so well done, as they know that Zayats is in here, and the Sentry Ward is near him as well as the Hawks coming through, so he's going to go for the full retreat.
Ice Blast headed towards Roshan. Get some vision in there. They will just hit the Spectre, clipping No Tail as well.
Oh, Thompson dropping the Nimbus Cloud in here.
Keep vision of Roche, Navi. I think they're more than happy just to be able to push OG out and give themselves enough time for the commander to come back. DD. I mean, there's no rune that says force Roshan, then double damage rune.
It's whispering to you, Crystallize, and take it.
The Nimbus is gone now.
Hold your destiny in your hands. Play for the win here, Navi.
All right, he's going to activate the God Strength and just go for it. OG, are they going to wise up to this? They can throw the Nimbus over there. They finally do, but it may be a little bit too late. It's at 3,500 HP, and OG are trying to get there fast enough, but it doesn't look like it. It's going to fall. Zayak is already positioning himself to try and find some sort of pickoff out of getting that. They're going to be able to go for the Tiny. They have the duel to be able to follow it up. Blizzy managed to lock him down. The Ice Blast is on its way. It's actually going to go a little bit farther. It's going to hit Anna because they got the hit done. Coming out from the Sven, and Anna way too close to that engagement.
Dude, he was rubbernecking that. He wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yep. And Thompson's going to be found as well. What a fast rotation from Zayak. What a massive turnaround from a double damage rune into a successful Roshan. Now 2 core pickoffs, the Spectre and the Zeus going down.
It all starts with Navi deciding to come into that area anyways. They get control of it. Crystallize finds the DD, but it's Zayats that already has the high ground area caught up. And Anna just decided to hang around.
Yeah.
He gets caught incidentally. He wasn't even, he wasn't even the main person they were trying to kill. I think he just wanted to see if it was a solo dream, which of course it's not, because they just took Roshan.
Yeah.
They gave you the info for free, and now all of a sudden, Navi in a great position.
I love that Snako made like the instant read of like, they don't need my Ice Blast for this dual kill. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
And see if I find somebody else.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That was so well done.
And that'll be a melee barracks. Possibly more here. Navi really going to see if they can force OG to buy back, or maybe try and do some half-hearted defense that lead to the kills. Double Primal Roar, but immediately jump forward from Zayats is able to get the overgrowth. An Inkswell on Jerix is going to try and jump in and continue this chain study, but they really just don't have any damage to back it up. The supports are going to fall here as Crystallize using his BKB to finish him off. Blinks back to the safety. They're still going to go for this around the melee barracks, but Thompson is up in 5 seconds. Have Navi stuck around a little bit too long, because now they can't get away too easily, but unless they go in and actually kill out this Spectre, they're going to be able to get the duel on, and it looks like that is going to be enough. Spectre immediately buying back though, haunting in, wants to be able to find some extra kills. Magical, he's going to be left to slow down the rest of OG. He's saying me and Zayats will hold OG back while the rest of you get away, forcing a buyback out of the hard carry. That's good enough for me.
And he's going to BKB and go for it.
BKB, and
does he not have a TP? No, he's just going to all in for
that's
the
enough
rest.
to be able to get the barracks.
If he had a TP there, that would have been a boss move.
Yeah. But because he has the level 20 talent, the poison attack affecting the tower meant that he could get some permanent damage on OG at least.
Oh, that was a sequence of events and a half.
Yes.
Very well done by Navi. We said both teams rely on momentum. OG tried to push their luck a little bit too much, and Navi, they definitely capitalized here. They played that so well. It's those little reads, like you said, the AA Ice Blast continuing to linger. Zayat's already walking onto that high ground, assuming that OG was going to mount the defense too late off of the Nimbus Cloud. That's not luck at all. That's just them playing things well. They made the little maneuvers that you don't really think about that just led to these overwhelming snowball opportunities. all of a sudden they're up 6k, they're up 2 sets of racks, they're in a winning position.
Absolutely. They've got 100 dual damage on this Legion Commander, so they're looking at like a team that can really contest Spectre for late game as well. If this game stalls out for another 20 minutes, I don't think they're going to be too far out of their comfort zone, because these heroes all scale relatively well. It'd be better for them, of course, to be able to just lock down this second Roshan that's going to spawn in a bit of time and finish it off with that Aegis and Cheese. But we'll see if OG allows them that opportunity.
At least we get a hype game, game 2.
Yeah, certainly. We're closing on some level 25 talents as well. Thompson already has his with big arc lightning increase in damage.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Such a massive one. 35-minute bounty runes. Managed to get 3 for the side of OG. Even in a losing game, you could see they understand their game plan is entirely on map control, and even though they lost 2 lanes of racks, they come back, they immediately push out and try and get some map control.
And that's the benefit of having that travels right now, is you know, it continues to allow you to push out the lanes.
Yeah. You've got these, like, the entire zoo that comes out from Seb. He can just run down lanes, doesn't even need his hero there necessarily to do that. The Zeus can throw it as Nimbus Cloud to be able to push in some of these side lanes as well. There's a lot of these low-risk pushing that OG has. They're going to pop out the Thunder God's Wrath. That's going to give Anna the heads up that something was coming his way. TP out before Crystallize can find him anyway.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They had all that information. Hey, they're all bottom. Keep that push coming at the top lane, and the Necronomicon combined with the Inner Beast, as well as the double Siege Wagon, it is making short work of that tier 2, but NaVi refusing to back up, continue the march forward, now invading the Dire Triangle, trying to find somebody. They're going to come home empty-handed.
I think they just want to continue to get map control so that they can set up for the next Roche.
Yeah.
You grab this tier 2. I think you commit for this tier 2. Nope, they're going to back out.
Well, they do manage to get the pick off on Seb here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So I think that's part of the reason that NaVi started back up, because just in case, like,
oh, look at this move.
Beastmaster had more, but they immediately go, okay, we got the kill on Beastmaster. They didn't try and go for the team fight, so we can go back to this bottom tier 2, give him the dual damage, and hit that tier 2 with an extra 126 bonus damage.
I like that move, though. What they were going for is they leave 3 heroes on the other side of the map, so then OG feels very confident. They're thinking to themselves, they went back already. There's no way they risk any sort of 3-on-5 potential fight, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're OG, you relax a little bit.
Now they've gotten that tier 2 and the shrine. You can get the other shrine before Roshan spawns. It's going to be very tough for OG to get close to that Roshan pit when the time is right. Level 25 almost there for the Viper.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
You still go the Nether Toxin Silences? Or 160 damage, man. 160
The Nether Toxin damage or silences is so good, though.
Yeah.
It's really hard to justify not to get it.
That is indeed what he's going to go for. Dude, it's so annoying to fight into that.
Yes.
You see this Nether Toxin in the ground, you think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Walk into it, get silenced. Silenced and healing the Viper because of the spell lifesteal.
Why is it called Nether Toxin?
Because it's from he's Pugna's pet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so that's the whole Nether realm in action.
It's Pugna's pet?
Yeah.
The damage.
So like the lore, Pugna's real strong.
Oh, again, the fast reactions from everybody on OG. The blink back from Jarex, the instant Nimbus from Thompson Zeus, preventing any aggressive blinks from NaVi. But just being able to survive isn't going to win you this Roshan.
And that was the Nimbus drop too?
Can't get too aggressive. They have to wait for the Nimbus back up in 10 seconds, but they also have to find a way. Do you think they have to start the fight, or do they have to let NaVi crash into them?
I think they have to let NaVi crash into them. It's sort of difficult to say because, you know, if you lead the fight and Blizzy's in a good position, then the fight's ruined. The Beastmaster and most of your damage is just going to get purged off, plus the pipe.
Yeah.
I could very easily see a position where NaVi just they withstand the chip damage that that OG have. Because they don't have any like real strong like immediate burst 1000 HP gone. They need the ability to like lightning 4 times in a row.
Radiant's bottom
31 to
tower
24
is
as
under
we
attack.
approach the 40-minute marker. NaVi holding a 6,000 net worth lead. That's going to increase even more if they can get the superior number of bounty runes, but if they don't, OG is going to get 3 once again. OG has made a good point of getting those. But I think NaVi, I mean, they're at a point where they don't have to risk a whole lot, right? Like, who cares if they actually get 3 bounties over 2? Like, as long as we maintain control of this Roshan, we get that Aegis and cheese.
What? I think it's
game is.
Okay, I think it's.
It's been 100% OG favored since the beginning.
Oh, that was the BKB pop.
Trying to get the Ice Blast in the BKB duel, but
Blizzy's got a gem.
Oh, but Crystallize managed to make the entrance, but it's only going to be the Grimstroke that they find with that jump. They activate a BKB, and what OG wants here is just a kite. They've lost the Grimstroke, but BKBs being heavily used here. They can go back in as soon as they fade out, and that's exactly what they were trying to do, but unfortunately caught inside the river. The Spectre
That is such a weird position.
There. That is definitely weird. That is OG overstretching their hand, trying too hard to catch people.
Yeah, they were going for some sort of weird block-off play.
And look at Jerix, he's doing the same thing here, trying so hard to be able to catch somebody. He's now gonna get ice blasted, jump forward from the Viper. He spotted Thompson, gets the Nether Toxin on him with the duel as well. That's gonna be another buyback coming out from OG as Jerix gonna fall as well. A 3rd buyback already in this fight, and NaVi, they have yet to use a hero. They do have the Spectre though, with that Inkswell. Stunning up, he's gonna be able to get the Ancient Apparition. That's Gem on the deck as well. With the tree, he can't make it up that cliff. That doesn't work anymore, so he's gonna die as well, but no core's dead yet. He's gonna be able to Manta, take off that Rod of Atos. They make their way back. They're trying to catch Crystallize right now, and they spotted him. Jerix managed to get him with the blink combo, stall him up as best as possible, wait until your cores get here. They have the damage to be able to finish off Crystallize, and now it's NaVi who may be forced into some buybacks of their own under the threat of Roshan, but the smoke up immediately from OG. Blizzy, whoa, he's just blinking straight forward the toss with the level 20 talent. Tosses him a little bit farther back, but fortunately he had the BKB, a BKB TP out. But he's not going to be able to TP into this fight. He's going to start booking it across the map to try and get to Roshan here. And is the Sven going to buy back?
I feel like you buy back here with the Sven.
Well, Roshan's almost dead, so it doesn't look like they're going to make that commitment. Jerix trying to get away. He had already used his buyback. Now the Sven's going to go for it. But Roshan, it's almost dead, and Jerix managed to get away from that Ice Blast so he doesn't die. They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis and cheese, and it looks like a clean retreat from OG.
I feel like
Blizzy failed to get the duel, and if anything, Anna's going to go for it a little bit more as the Primal Roar does manage to get onto Blizzy. He's slowed down though, Anna trying to make his way over there, but they have Jerix be able to get the combo onto Blizzy. He's down to half health. The AoE press the attack. It's not going to be enough to save, but I want a stun from Crystallize hitting onto 3, and he rips Anna apart. That is just but Thompson, he doesn't have a second life to work with, and they still have the Gonstrike, and they have a little bit of control as well. A lot of bit of control as the Rod of Atos holding him in place. The toss away. He has the stun though. The Ice Blast to follow it up. Can Jerix do it again? No blink up for 3 seconds. Anna, if he dies here, this is going to be the game for OG, and sure enough, it is. They both die. Both Thompson and Anna, the carries of OG, both die and are dead for 2 minutes, and that leaves a wide open base for NaVi to go ransack.
I mean, somehow they're going to have to do this 3-on-5. The creep wave is already there, so there's no creep cutting tactics.
Try and get the soul bind, force staff down into the low ground, just buy some time. Hope they separate, hope Jerix is able to find an opportunity for a pickoff here. And he's just going to try and cut the
creep wave. That's what he was going for, but immediately gets stunned up. 8 guys left into a duel. 178 bonus damage. That is what Legion Commander's going to end with here, unless Jarek can stall things. There's no way. OG. They call it here. This series is going to end 1-1. NaVi get their revenge after a rough game 1. Come back in game 2.
Stall out OG just enough mistakes were made by OG that NaVi took that opportunity and ran with it.
That was such a weird sequence of events. It was like NaVi was losing the game, then OG decides to make that move where they kill the AA, but then they start pressuring a mid-tier 2 tower. There's so many angles in which you can get opened up on, and I mean, that's exactly what happened, where they decided that they were going to try to take that fight.